Hello, everybody. Welcome to Factorio. Maybe for the first time, maybe not for the first time. We're doing a new thing today. We're playing Seablock. Where's my train? Supposed to be a train. Where's the train? There it is. Anyway, we're playing Seablock today. Any mods other than Seablock? No, not at the moment. We just play. Oh, aside from quality of life stuff, that's a good question, Dave. We're doing just Seablock with quality of life stuff, so you know the usual. Factory search, Finay, oh, hell mod, no one wants that. Rate calculator, squeak through, just the usual things that I like that make my life more comfortable. That's all we're really doing. Now the goal of the C block, because we've done C block before, that's not really anything new. I'm going to try and use as few clarifiers and flare stacks as possible. So that is what we're doing. You're not first, too bad. And that's what we're doing. So, as I said, it's just going to be C block. But we're going to try and use as few clarifiers and flare stacks as possible. And we're really just going to do that. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's just C block, buddy. Hell yeah, C block. Damn right. I agree. All you C block lovers out there, we're here. You've been heard. I've agreed with you. It's C block time. So, we're going to have to use a flare stack for the start because, of course, we're going to need to get rid of the old oxygen. Did we not start with an electrolyzer? Strange. We're going to need to start with a couple of flare stacks. There's no unfortunate way around that. But that's okay. And we're going to need a liquefier, and we're going to need a crystallizer and a burner ore crusher. And, oh my goodness, let's not forget, we're going to need a bunch of cellulose fiber. Because of course you do. I don't know what we need it for right now, but let's start crushing and see where we go, eh? Okay. So for those who haven't played C-Block before, I mean, quite honestly, if you haven't played C-Block before, I've got a really good introduction to C-Block video on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/SeiferKatt. In fact, if you're on YouTube, you've probably already seen it, because it is the most popular video on my channel these days. I say these days, it's been pretty popular for the last, couple of months, which is awesome. I'm glad people are enjoying it. What we also need is a water pump. And we'll just go back to making cellulose fiber. We can just keep making cellulose fiber whenever we get the chance. How far have I gotten to Orb of Creation? Not far enough, Dave. I quite frankly have just not had the time for it. You know, dadding takes a lot of time. Work's taken a lot of time. So yeah, unfortunately, oh, we're not on alt. That's always weird and jarring when that happens. Okay. So let's just get all my basic stuff together now. I don't really want that there. There's probably a better place. That's probably a better place there. Those can go there. We're just trying to get the basic stuff in a semblance of order for the moment. And then we'll be good. Okay. So, that's going to make my slag, always important. We need wind turbines because they're the most efficient way of power. I'm joking. They're crap. That's okay. Because, hey, it's C-Block. Eventually we will have everything. And it'll be amazing when that day comes. Okay. I've been playing a lot with druidic stuff because I think druids are cool. But I haven't really committed to it. I've just been doing some druidic stuff. All right, so now we've got that. Oh yeah, we don't have inserters yet, do we? Oh, I forgot you don't start with inserters. That's all right. That's okay. Okay, so we get the slag. Goodness gracious, what do we do with the slag? It's been a while. Give me a second. Okay, slag, get turned to crushed stone. I knew that. I knew that. We're going to need a burner or crusher. Okay. Going to make a little bit more landfill down this way just to... Because while we can't do logistics yet, let's prepare to do logistics. Right? That makes sense. Then we crush the slag. Okay. And we've got 2 flare stacks. This is going to be the rare exception where we allow flare stacks to exist. Because quite frankly, if you don't do this, you really kind of can't do anything. Hey, Aragath, how you doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so we're just going to start that, crushing stuff. Unfortunately, there's no real way around those flare stacks at this point. It's sad, I know, I'm sad, but there's no real other plan that I've got. So we need mineralized water that goes through the liquefier, of course. Make another pump. Can we make another pump at this stage? We can. Fantastic. I'll make 2 pumps. 2 pumps is what they used to call me in high school. I don't know why. Oh, there's no good answer. There's no good joke going with that. Okay. And then we go crystallizer. To there. Fantastic. Okay, and then that gets me my crystals. And that gets my basic stuff. And then we need to crush that stuff. Now, we're going to be using mineralized water a lot for this way. Usually people void it. We can't really do the voiding thing as much. Wait, what? I need crystallizers. No. I need crushes. Well, thankfully, I've got crushes. More crushes than a high school girl. I feel like at the moment it looks almost identical to my first Seablock Season 1. That's okay. There's only so many changes you need to make in Seablock. All the changes will come later, I assure you. Okie dokie. Sadly had to end your stream early due to ISP issues? Ah, that's a shame. Missing your Orb of Creation? Oh man, Orb of Creation's good stuff. I can't judge you for that. Ain't no one being judged for enjoying some Orb of Creation. We all got to ponder our orbs from time to time, if you know what I mean. Okay, that should be... Oh no, I've got to pick it up, don't I? Okay, first technology complete. Second technology complete. Third technology, let's go. You're obsessed with the new update? I wish I could be obsessed with the new update. I just haven't got the time. Saddest. It's alright though. Obsessed. Oh! Look, Dave, I won't lie. I was considering seeing if I could get you and anyone else into speedrunning, like, to an early part of the game. And, like, seeing if we could get some sort of, like, method to, like, druidicness or something like that. Maybe not druidness, but, you know, just some sort of early thing. And then building from there. I don't know why I was thinking you'd be interested in that, but I thought maybe I'd give it a go. Okay, so now we're going to farm brown algae. That's easy stuff. Actually, can we... Okay, so we can build landfill now. That's always good stuff. We're going to need a lot of landfill. And we will worry about that another time. Very soon, admittedly. But I really want to just have spreadsheets for, like, Orb of Creation and then see if how far I could take it. Potentially, let me know. Okay. I don't quite know where to take it, that's the thing. I don't want to go all the way, because all the way is just too much. Right? There is a method, there is a point of absolute madness that we cannot achieve. But I'm just wanting to make spreadsheets for Orb of Creation. All I'm saying. Okay. Oh wait, give back my cool stuff. Okay, so we've got some iron being made now. That's brilliant. What do we need for this? We need to make some brown algae. Okay. Brown algae? Ain't no thing. I could do anything for orb, but I won't do that. Yeah. I would do anything for orb, but I can't abandon my family for orb. But much. I mean, Meatloaf, he had some great ideas. You know, up until the point that he went crazy. But, you know, a lot of people went crazy during those times. Oh, goodness. Okay, so mineralized water is coming through. That's wonderful stuff. Very happy to see mineralized water existing in this day and age. Crazy? You're crazy ones? What is that a reference to? I know this, it's a reference. I just cannot remember what to. Okay. Feel like we need to probably have another electrolyzer. I think we're coming up to that point in life. I could get rid of home rock. Home rock is something that I got rid of too early last time and I regretted it. I'm just going to get rid of this actually. We're just going to bust it down already. We're going to start busting already. Some people say you shouldn't bust too early, but here I am busting. What can I say? I'm a real buster. Apparently. So I've been told. Okay, we're gonna need one of those. We don't need to go too crazy at the moment. Craziness will come later, don't you worry. We'll get some real pants on head crazy soon. For now, let's just keep it light, keep it airy. Oh, we need to separate them out by one. Otherwise, things ain't just going to fit. This is the mod that taught me not to be frightened of fluid mechanics. Because if you get frightened by fluid mechanics, you're gonna struggle with Seablock. All I can say. And if you're not frightened by fluid mechanics, congratulations. I think you've already played Seablock. The only explanation I've got of how you're not frightened by them. Oh, and then we need to get some water. Water is easy though. Orbs, you pondered an orb once, you're locked in a room, a dark empty room. Dark empty room with an orb, and orbs make you ponder. I mean, of course. And then you created magic from being locked in a room. That is literally, I mean, you know that's the start of Orb of Creation. I don't know why I had to tell you that. I do want to know what, like, so you just wake up in a room and there's an orb and you're like, well, time to create a world. Like, what is the lore? What is the lore that that game is trying to tell us? As you ponder into the orb ponder into you. Well, that is how it goes sometimes. No, we didn't. Okay. This is how we're playing it, is it? Okay. Output full. Oh yeah, because we haven't actually put the flare stacks in yet. Silly me. Where are my flare stacks? I don't really want to have them be in a position where I can shortcut them, because if I shortcut them, kind of implying that I've lost already. But for now, because I'll probably be moving things around a little bit every now and then, it's probably okay. But just for now, don't make a habit of it. Mess with magic too much, and then got stuck into emptiness. I mean, is it like, has anyone played, what was the game? The Last Spell? That's definitely a game where they played with magic too much. They accidentally created nuke magic and killed the wrong person. Everyone nuked everyone with nuke magic. Good game, The Last Spell, by the way. If you like a tactics game, I highly recommend it. Okay, so a good start. Very happy with this so far. Now we're going to start considering what we're going to do to create algae, which is the start of things. Start of all things, one might say. Okay, I'm going to separate it a little bit just to things easy. Now, what do we need to do? We just need to make a brown algae. Okay, well, brown algae is easy, right? Brown algae is just water. Water, we have water. What herbs have I unlocked? I've only just unlocked herbs, honestly. Yeah, I've only just started getting herbs. As I said, I really haven't been playing as much as I would normally like to. Do. Yeah, no, I've only just been able to start brewing mana potions, if that gives you some sort of indication. Like, mana potions is the only potions I can make. I like the toxicity system, though. I think that's neat. A stream of OOC? I could. I could. I really could. Don't tempt me. You know me, I'm easily tempted. Can transmute space? Yeah. Okay, we've got brown algae. Awesome. That means we've also got paper. It means we've also got wood processing. We now want to make basic circuit blocks. That's a good thing to make. But then we start getting a bit silly about things, don't we? Because basic circuits... We're going to make millions of these, by the way, if you're not familiar with this mode. Yeah, this one's a little bit more of a pain. So we need assemblers. We not build assemblers yet. We just need some copper. Is that what we're lacking? Okay, so we just build the basic circuit board by hand. Oh. Okay, we build it by hand then. Problem solved. Good morning, Pan. How y'all doing? Okay, science complete. 15 minutes, basic circuit. Nice. Okay, so we're now at the point where we want to start making science. What's all this about? We are playing Seablock, and Seablock is awesome. Because everything comes from the sea or the air. But I'm trying not to use flare stacks. These ones don't count. Oh, rate calculator has been updated, I see, and I'm scared. I don't like this new rate calculator. Okay, so the flare stacks will do fine, but generally these are the only flare stacks I want to use if I can get away with it. For now. I'll eventually stop making those entirely as well. So now we can make... Oh, yes, we can make burner inserters. No, stuff that. Got regular inserters. Make 20 of those for now. And we'll make like... No, that's too many. That's too many. Just a bunch of belts. Because the sooner we can start getting all this out of the way. What happened to the line? We will come back to the line. I'm going to do line once a week. The line was breaking my brain, and I was... Yeah. You have not encountered Seablock before? Oh, really? Okay. The line is going to be done every Saturday stream. Okay, so Seablock. The way it works is that everything you get comes from the sea or the air. So you sort of dredge the sea and get stuff. It's quite popular lately. Your Butters Baby Factorio player. Okay, this is... I wouldn't say this is... it is involved. That's probably the best way to put it. There's a lot going on. It is not quick. It is not easy. There's a lot of fluid stuff, and I've decided to make it harder for myself because that's who I am as a person. But I like it. I like it. It probably will take me a few... I'm just trying to think. How long will this take me? Maybe a couple of 100 hours total? That's probably what we're looking at for this. It is a lot to do. It is. So I'm not too alarmed by it because I've played this before. This is actually the third time I've played Seablock. Because that's the madness that is in my head. It always tells me, Seif, why are you not playing Seablock right now? And I said, because I've got to live my life. And the little voice in my head goes, you just play more Seablock. And then I agree with myself, and then I'm playing Seablock again. Byproduct management, yes. Okay, that's good. That's a good start. What we're going to do... We can probably... What is this life that I speak of? It is a valid question. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. We'll move this, so that way we can get the water in that way. And we will shift this back one. And shift this back one. Your next goal is black circuits. Ooh, have you got the chrome for that? Chrome is a fun build. And by fun, I mean there's a lot going on with chrome. Okay. Alright, we might not be crushing enough stone at the moment. We can always crush more stone. We can always crush more stone. We at some point should be considering building more landfill as well, but we haven't thought of that yet. We'll get there. In fact, that's probably more important than what I'm doing currently. Got a nightmare chrome platinum build. Where's the stone coming from? The sea. So the idea is these offshore pumps are dredging the sea, and then we get the water and we turn it, electrolyze it, so we get oxygen and hydrogen, but we also get a little bit of dirt, and then that dirt turns into stone. I'm the Seablock. Okay, then we want to crush that, crush that. Oh. But we don't have splitters yet. We do not have splitters yet. Yeah. Later on we'll be dredging from like a deeper part of the sea, and that'll make a little bit more sense. We're not there yet. No, I don't actually want to do that at this point. Okay, I think this will be fine. Okay, and that's going to make some iron and some other stuff. We don't have assemblers yet. When do we get assemblers? Later. Fair enough. We need to make a science machine. We need to make one of those by hand. What are the various components there? Okay, so generally the idea is the slag gets crushed into a stone. Is this pure Seablock, or did I add additional mods? Anything else I added is just like quality of life, like squeak through, because I just can't live without it now because I'm weak. Rate calculator, thing that shows lights if they're working or not. What is that called? What is that called? I literally cannot remember what that's called. Bottleneck. It's all quality of life stuff, so it's more or less pure Seablock. Big lamp. I don't have a big lamp. No. Yeah, so the stone gets turned into mineralized water. The mineralized water gets turned into some basic ores, and then we go from there. I don't know what big lamp is. Big lamps, not real and cannot hurt you. Okay. I would probably like to build these. I'm lacking some copper. Fair enough. I think we're all lacking a bit of copper in our lives, if you think about it. Adjustable inserters? I believe adjustable inserters is base C-block. Whatever base C-block is, I suppose. We're gonna need some more fibers. Actually, let's just create the fibers out of this stuff. Why not? It's easier. The sooner we can get splitters going, the happier I'll be. We probably do need to get more power going as well. Tiny start? What's tiny start? Make status lights more visible. Oh no, bottleneck, so you know how each machine has like a green, yellow, or red light on them? It just lets me know at a glance whether it's working or not. It's not required, so to speak, but I just like it. I just think it's neat. It's a small modular arm with a bit of bots to start off with. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. No disrespect intended for people who do like that, but not really my thing. Yeah, so we're gonna need a few more cellulose fibers. A little bit more power coming through is always good. As I said, though, we're going to need to worry about landfill very soon. I mean, when I say we need to start worrying about landfill, I mean we probably should have started a while ago, and yet we've done nothing about it. We've done nothing, and we're all out of ideas of how to improve my life. I think when we get here, we can then build assemblers fairly soon afterwards. Most people will play Seablock with time speed up. It's a lot of wait time. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I like the wait time. The wait time's chill. It's time to breathe and realize how wrong I've gone in my life. And that's nice. It's nice to figure out where I've gone wrong in my life. Usually the time where I started playing Seablock, if you ask me. I just like Seablock. Like, unironically, I love Seablock. It is my favorite mod conversion pack. Time I wasted not playing Seablock. Exactly. You know, every day people waste part of their lives not playing Seablock. Every day. Ridiculous. And I am resolving to fix that on my own life. You know what they say, fix your own life before you start trying to fix other people's lives. Here I am, fixing my life playing Seablock. But of course, I'm certainly not judging someone who... Oh. That was wrong. I'm certainly not judging someone who likes to play with other mods, because, you know, it's a single player game. Play the game you want. Got past geodes many times, got burnt out. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know, I like the feeling when you get bots and you feel like it's deserved. But, you know, as I said, I'm not gonna poo-poo your way of playing the game. That ain't the SeiferKatt way. Okay, and then very soon we will have my delicious splitters. This is a charity advert voiceover while Slow Piano makes every day. Oh, sorry, I get it. Every day, thousands of lives are wasted not playing Seablock. For a small donation, you can fix those problems by forcing them to download Seablock at gunpoint. Then their lives will be improved. Unless your finger slips, in which case, they're probably in a better place now. That got dark. That got real dark. I'm sorry. Just the Oh god. The best part of Seablock is biters don't attack you. Best part of Seablock is you never have to go mining stuff. You know? Playing Factorio over here, not Minecraft. Goodness. Oops, crud. Crud. I wanted to play Minecraft. I'd play Minecraft, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so we've got the ability to split if we had more copper. Fair enough. I can see how that's gone. I can see how that's my fault. We'd like 2 splitters, thank you. What I would like to do is turn that back around. Or can we get an underground belt as well? Oh, we can. Loving life right now. Yeah, I noticed that. I also have a construction mod. Wait, what? Not aware of any mouse over construction mods. But yeah, I just adore Seablock. I'm just so happy to be back here. Oh, these lamps. Why would I ever want lamps? Okay. Let's pull those apart for the moment. And we'll go like that, like that. Okay. And crushed stone, please. Wonderful. Actually, we're going to need another one of these. And you know what? We're just going to get rid of that hole that we made for no real reason. We made a hole because we thought a hole would be nice. Turns out it wasn't the whole solution. We didn't think the whole thing through. Important thing is I'm amusing myself. You do mine everything from water, but the water never runs out. So that's the main thing. If water ran out, I would agree that's a problem. Okay. Water never runs out. Infinite water. Okay. There we go. Getting some stuff done. So that's getting iron and copper together. That's good. I probably wouldn't be mad about a little bit more science being available in my life. I don't think I'd be mad about it. Never really asked myself though, would I be mad about more science? Nah, I'm cool with it. Okay. Now, if you're new to Seablock and you're going, oh my goodness, I'm never going to be able to play as fast as Seif, then that's all right. I've done this 3 times. Do biters exist? Yes, biters do exist. You have to make them, and then you crush them. They're not really biters in the way that you're familiar with them. They just sort of are an item that you create, and then you crush them into dust, or shards rather, and then you turn them into modules. I am not making up any of that. I know it sounds made up what I just said, but it's really not. Okay. Cellulose fibers. Now, there's a couple of ways to get cellulose fibers. The main one's green algae. But how do we get the better green algae? Okay, we need to research that. That's okay. Oh, and it's going to need mineralized water. Okay. Biters are on the island? Worms are. You have a captive biter breeding program. Absolutely. It's the only way to live. No, the worms are on the island. I don't think I can see any worms just yet. But they're not biters. They're just worms. Worms. Just use a good range weapon. Yeah, plasma. I assume plasma's still in this. Yeah, plasma turrets tend to do the job because they outrange them. But you do need alien artifacts to get them, and alien artifacts. Oh yeah, okay. All right. So what we're going to do is get this out of the way. Get a few more of these. That's okay. Already, I'm pretty proud of what I see. Power is a little bit light, but that's why we're going to improve power in a second. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to start turning this off stuff into landfill. We don't have enough landfill. I know we don't. Landfill is going to be a problem for a while. In fact, let's just stop that for a bit. Because how much is that actually going to make me? Is that going to make me much? Anything? 10 crushed stone gives me 1 sand. Okay, so I've constructed 2 sand from that. No, that might not do it. Okay, I might create some electrolyzers simply for the basis of creating crushed stone. I don't know if I have the resources for those just yet. Maybe though. Problem is, there's so many things I have to click through everything. Okay, we do. Oh, because iron. Okay. We're going to make a couple of electrolyzers just with the basis of making landfill. So we'll do that out this way. Just separating it, because I always want to have resources coming through. And I know some people say, well, actually it's more important that you really get the space sorted out first. And I don't disagree with that, but also I don't agree with that. I somewhat agree with that. And then what we're going to do is my newfound plan to do it that way. We'll have this come back and around, and then just refeed itself like some sort of weird, creepy monster that it eats its own young. Now, this may be a thing that I shouldn't have to say, but don't eat your own young. The authorities do not find it funny. Okay. Still need those assembly machines. What we could do, actually, we'll take out these gardens first. I'm not super keen on these gardens. Because I'm going to need to keep using hydrogen, I don't know how much garden farming there will be. There might be some, but I don't know if it's going to be a lot. If you've seen like the Dosh videos, he's very much about his beans. And that's true, beans are really good, good power, but he's also wasting resources. And I can't waste resources. The very nature of this run. I don't want to waste resources. And so getting rid of carbon dioxide and the like might be a little bit more difficult. Okay. We have my phone in a place where I can see it, in case Panda contacts me needing help for something. Is the responsible thing to do. That's right, your boy SeiferKatt can occasionally be responsible. Important stuff, how you spend those gardens to research. That is true too. I'm not really too fussed about thinking what we're doing with gardens yet, but we'll get there. Thank you very much for the follow, Artie Stew. Welcome. Welcome aboard. Okay. Now, these are only going to be for landfill, nothing else for the time being. Do need to figure out how I'm going to get the hydrogen and oxygen out, though. Suppose I could connect them through the bottom. I'm going to need tech to reproduce them. The gardens? Oh yeah, no, absolutely. You're right. The gardens, that's why I'm not worried about them right now, but that's why I'm not throwing them away. I've put them in a safe place. I know where they are for later. And then when we get there, we can use them. Gosh, washing comes up early, huh? Okay, so I don't think we need to worry too much about sciencey things right now. I think we're going to spend a little bit of time just making sure we get our landfill together. Just currently wondering how I'm going to do that. I don't want to make more flare stacks. One flare stack should be enough for anyone. Bill Gates. Okay, here's the plan. The flare stack's up here. Oh, he's pondering his orb. He's pondering. Oh lord, he pondering. Okay, I'm not entirely happy with the way this is going, but it'll be fine for the moment. Problem is you have to get up in the work. Oh, no, not work. Work stops any pondering happening. I found that. That there. I mean, to be fair, that's one of the reasons I haven't been doing as much pondering as I would like as well, because, you know, I also have to work. Okay, it's a little bit finicky, that bit, but that's okay. I'm not really caring too much about aesthetics at this point. It does. Oh, yeah. Is your job pondering an orb, Dave? If it was, he'd be doing it professionally. Wish. Yeah. That's fair. Can we... Long inserters. Let's get that under control, because this is stupid at the moment. Should have some copper available. And iron is also becoming available. That's neat. As long as it's not a pondering a demon orb. Why would you ponder a demon orb? That just doesn't sound safe. Can't do anything useful with the hydrogen oxygen yet. Later on, when I'm going to full, like, I don't want to waste things mode, which is not how most people play Seablock, by the way, then I will be using the oxygen and hydrogen for a lot of things. But we don't have those things available to us yet. We'll get there. And another iron chest would be good. But there's a lot of things you can do with hydrogen and oxygen. So, for instance, oxygen can be used to make 41 different things, including water, by the way. Are those jellyfish? There was a jellyfish there somewhere. Yeah, probably. I don't know. But oxygen's used for a whole bunch of things. Those, yeah. They're, Dorpfloops. Dorfloops? There's a type of jellyfish in there, yes. Simple yes would have sufficed, Seif. Dorfloops. Alright. And... oh, we've got to crush them first. I forgot. gotta crush. You gotta crush before you can do that. I knew that. Crushing it! Okay. Now we are crushing, then we can make landfill. I wouldn't want dead air. Probably not. Generally not. I'm not a fan of dead air. Okay. Want long inserters, I think that's going to be helpful. Okay. That does that, and then it's crushing, and then landfill. Potentially. Created the first sand at 43 minutes. I feel like that took too long. Whatever. Is there like a thing that says, like, is there a way to bring up the milestones? I'm not familiar with the mod. I go into tips and tricks. Yeah? Put the crusher on the next level. It's on energy. Oh, we don't have... I suppose I could. That's a valid point. Yeah, I suppose I could. It's not a bad idea. At the very least, it makes it consistent, right? Right to the toolbars. There's a button I can add. Oh, you mean like over here? No milestones. There we go. Look at that. I never want to import string. No milestones. Ah, look at that. Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, so it's a little bit slow because it's low on power for now, but soon it won't be. Because that's the thing we're going to work on now. Power. Now, to make cellulose 5, we need green algae. Good news is we should have lots of green algae. Bad news is we're going to have a lot of brown algae too. We have a plan for at this exact moment. But we'll get there. Now, I'll tidy all this up later. Just for now, I just want to get something happening. You know what they say, there's nothing more permanent than a temporary fix. Okay. The wind turbines is in the mod pack. Otherwise, you'd have no power early game. I cannot respond to the first bit as I do not understand anything other than English. I was going to say Russian, but I'm like, is it Russian? I don't know. I don't understand anything other than English. Just saying Russian is kind of like, well, you could just be very ignorant, Seif. And yes, I could be. Thanks for noticing. Alright, you accidentally copied? That's alright. As long as you didn't accidentally, like, dox yourself or anything. You know the rules. Only I dox myself. All too often. Okay. We can probably pull these out a little faster. Now, is it worth going to wood blocks now? And the answer is yeah. Go to wood blocks straight away. Again, not efficient. It's not really trying to be at this stage. I'm just wanting to get it created. And then finally, charcoal. Bloody charcoal, mate. Wait. Oh, it's going to be made in a furnace. Oh, yes, I remember that. Okay. We need some stone. All right. We need a little bit more stone. Okay. I suppose if I could just grab it from here. Not that really a lot's coming that way because we just don't have the power. Look at that, we got 60 sand in here though. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, my fools. My fools. My dudes. I don't know why I called you fools. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I got distracted and excited. A bad combination for me. Okay, once we get more power, I think we'll be in a better spot. But that's literally what we're working towards. So, you know. Cool. How much do I need? I need 5 more. Okay, good. That'll do me for now. Stone furnace. Okay. And we're going to need a few more inserters. A little bit to feed the insatiable hunger of my factory. A little bit of a do. And then, finally, we want some degree of power. Using stone furnaces. Stone that we struggle so much to get. Generates how much? 1.8 megawatts? Okay. Electrolyzer takes 310. Yeah, so this is going to be a pretty big improvement. Once it's all together anyway. So that's enough for 3 stone. You require 5 stone. This is the least effective way I could imagine doing it. But hey, welcome to the stream, I suppose. And 1 more. There we go. Wait, how much does stone take? Did I get those numbers wrong? 2 to 1. Oh, it's 2 to 1, not 5 to 1. You're welcome. Before. I'm confused. It's not gonna be the first time. And we're also gonna need a pump. Okay. That should do us fine for a brief time. Oh, 2 of those. I intended to build 2 of those. I clearly didn't. That's all right. A lot of these things are going to be moved around very soon anyway. And we just do a little bit of... Okay. And then we power it up, power it up. Wait, what am I missing? Wood bricks are going into there, yes. Oh, I don't have that science yet. Okay, well for now, what we can do apparently is these burn. I was not aware of this. Have I studied charcoal? I have not studied charcoal. That's alright. It'll get the start of power. I forgot that I need to research charcoal. Happens to the best of us. Alright. The important thing is we are making power. And these are probably all working a lot better. What was Solburn's proclamation on being made Top Cat? I believe it was, I want to go. So we gotta go. Wasn't really much of a proclamation. I kind of forgot to ask him if he wanted one. I'll be honest, I messed that up. But you know, welcome to the stream. I mess things up all the time. Can't hold it against me all the time. Be mad constantly. Okay. Can we build like a few more of these? Maybe like 3 of these? Because... yeah, you're a hungry boy and you need to eat more. And power is just something that's always good to have. So let's go with power, eh? But yeah, bullet test, you know the game of Top Cat. It's a dangerous game that one plays. You haven't noticed me messing anything up? Well, maybe get your eyes checked. I mess up a lot, but it's okay. Oh, I don't think you're ever being mean to me, honestly. This was you're being mean. I mean, you got to work on that. Let's see a cat from the calendar. We can absolutely see a cat from the calendar. In fact, it's a perfect time for it. Okay, here's a cat. Oh, 29th. Let's get the pants off the table. I don't know what they're doing there. Oh, goodness. I've moved some stuff around on my desk, and now it's all messed up. Let's see how bad it is. It's not as bad as I thought it was. There's just a cable in the way. Anyway, here's a cat. No, the light is kind of reflecting in a weird way. Okay, so let's get the pole up, shall we? The pole is very important. Great cat. Yes, no. And a duration of 1 minute, please. Okay, is this a great cat? Please tell me. I cannot decide on my own. It's a smoky chonk. You're right, it is. It's a very hefty chonk of a cat, and I love it. Let's get the pants out the table. What kind of stream was I having before you got here? A good one. It was a good stream. That's bad. The pole up? The pole's up. Not bad, it's just maybe not great. That's fair. That's fair. I think it's a pretty great cat, though. And generally, 71% of people agree with me. So there we go. That's a great cat. Ah! Okay. Now, I seem to have forgotten that I needed to filter out the browns. Wow! There's no way that's going to be remembered well. Yeah, I know. I know! It's fine. Look, equal opportunity insulting here. Oh, as always, I was talking about dragons. And I can say that. Some of my best friends are dragons. Are they safe? Are some of your best friends dragons? I live in Middle Earth, so it could be. Always possible, I suppose. Alright, so I seem to put power right in the middle of what my bus was going to be, which seems like a bad plan. Seems like I've made a very bad decision there, so what I might do is instead pop that out there, because this was a terrible idea and it must be corrected. And one more out. And after that we can start working on science. It's exciting, because I think everyone likes science. Right? There's no one that says, "Oh, science, I don't like science." There is. That's cool. You're welcome to your opinion. Does it feel to be that wrong, though? I mean, I guess you don't like science, and your opinion is you don't like science. I guess you're not wrong. I'd like to not like what you don't like. Suppose I can't stop that attitude. 18 megajoules. And these is each at 4, so it adds an extra 2. Okay, so now we've got copper and we've got iron. Pretty exciting stuff. And we're going to build some more splitters. You can never go wrong with some extra splitters. I'd be interested to go back and look at what Season 1 of Seablock looked like at this time. I feel like I'm kind of doing a similar thing, though. I feel like these were going downwards last time, and I feel like I'm just a creature of habit. I just do the same thing over and over again. Yeah, is that just everyone, in a sense? That's just straight up wrong. Okay, so now, oh no, what is this? Do we have science being made? Oh, ho, ho, ho. We do, yes. Science is being made right now. Well, actually, let's do this. Just go thin lines out for a moment. Got some sort of bus being made. My God. There's a RimWorld mod that takes a screenshot of your base every day and then compiles it to a film at the end. That would be pretty cool. I think there is something like that for Factorio, but you need to enable it at the start of your run. And I feel like for a longer run, that might be insane. Let's go like a little bit further away. Okay. So then we want to go electromagnet core. These. Oh, the idea is we want to do that. Right? So that means we want to do it like that, which means like that. There we go. That all kind of makes sense. I mean, red science, it's not exactly difficult. Which is going to be my tagline for red science. Red science! Not exactly difficult. Red science is not rocket science. Also true. So that, and then we make science. Then I'd like to see, what do we actually... Trying to make is 2. Interesting. Some machines have no power. Yeah, I'm aware, but thank you. Yeah, let's not worry about it too much right now. The point right now is just to get things made, right? Optimization can come later. The important thing is right now is just to get all this started. Okay. Yeah, if we had like another thing, we'd probably be better. But the point is, science is now happening. Copper's a bit slow, and we could probably work on electrolyzers for that. Probably what would be a better idea first is just making sure these are powered. Why we were running out of materials. 54 sand. Now 54 sand is unfortunately not a lot. That's okay, we'll work on that. Now these better ore crushers, if I can find them. There we go. Are they faster? A little bit faster. Interesting. Build the better ore crushers then, I suppose. We can crush more ore. We can stop dilly-dallying. My boss was making fun of me the other day for saying dilly-dallying. I think not in a mean way, but I was still being made fun of. Regardless of whether it was mean or not, I was still being made fun of. Yeah, how are we doing? We got brown algae coming in. Now, okay. Hostile work environment, exactly. I'm going to ask, this is an honest question to people. So the idea is I want to use as few clear stacks and clarifiers as possible. There is a thing that can happen where you can turn things into compost and then turn the compost into less compost. I would feel that doing that is kind of going against the spirit of the game. Would you agree? Like, would you agree that going an easy way to reduce something in no logical way is against the spirit? Kinda? That's what I'm thinking too. Because also, when we get to hydrogen, like condensing it, I saw like a really dumb thing that you can do with hydrogen. We can figure out what hydrogen looks like. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, somewhat, but it's a pain to set up so far. Yeah, exactly. Right now, I think it's a bit different. So, oxygen and hydrogen can turn to 100 purified water, but you can also turn 100 purified water to 40 and 60. So you would actually go down every time you did that. And I feel like it's also against the spirit of the run. So I'm not going to do that. So if I can't do that, then I feel like that's also the compost thing is also against it, which is fine. We'll deal with all that. We'll get a lot of mineralized water when we're not ditching it all. Okay, so what I would like to also do now is these can now drop further away. Trying to spin things to make something more productive and turning more into less doesn't make sense. I agree with that. Okay, cool. So we're in agreement. Don't do that. It seems against the spirit of the run. Okay. Yep. Why might end up being waste product positive. Hmm. Maybe. I'm not too worried. Like, I think everything can be used up. I don't think there's a problem. Nitrogen, I'm a little concerned about, but everything else, I think we can use up everything. Except for oxygen and hydrogen right now, which is admittedly a problem. At some point, we're going to build real big tanks, and we're just going to store stuff that we can't use. We're not there yet, obviously. Wait, are the real big tanks in this, even in this mod? Oh no. Oh, they are. Thank goodness. Whew. They're green science. That's okay. Because these things hold 200 K. And I like the petrochem gas tanks. As in, you have to make electricity sources, and that power grid has its own side products. That's true. I mean, right now, it's kind of a problem that we can't use the brown algae. Brown algae, though, later is used a lot for other things. I think. Maybe it's never really used for that much. 5 makes 1 algaic acid. It's just a really inefficient way of using brown algae. That's okay. We need to use it at the moment, but we can slow down on it once we get the mineralized water under control. It looks like these are actually generating enough power now, which is frankly very exciting. That's doing science. We can't fine-tune the inserters yet. That happens... Wow, it happens in a long time away. Yikes. What I want to work on next. Not military. Military is just not required right now for the longest time. Lights, not really required for the longest time. Okay, I guess next we do... No, I don't need that yet. Basic chemistry. Basic chemistry is when we can start getting rid of water in that dumb way. I'm not keen to do that. Slag processing is probably where we want to head off after that. Okay. So the problem is right now we just don't have enough science being made. Okay, I think we can all agree on that. Not enough science is being made. So we need more electrolyzers. Which never find the bloody things. Okay. I'm gonna move that iron chair somewhere that is also less annoying. Might get rid of those. Just to get a bit more space. Oh, when do I get steel axe? I swear to gosh. Okay. Sorry for my foul language just there. Okay. I was literally just talking about this. Yes, I wanted to go towards slag processing because you got to process your slags. Ooh, clarifier. A thing that I never want to build if I can get away with it. Create the first charcoal. Nice. It's very important that it also pulls from the belt itself, so that way it makes sure that it always has enough. And at some point, we'll also need to start making more pipes because we are running out of stone in a rapid fashion. Okay, and we're gonna need that. And we probably need some water as well, honestly. If I know the world that I can perceive, some water would be good. Now, because we're short on iron. But we can just make more stone pipes. Interesting. I think copper is actually building up. Which doesn't surprise me, because I think I always seem to end up with like a whole bunch of copper pipes. I think everything takes iron, right? And then you're just like, oh, what am I going to do with all these pipes? I don't know. Just eat them, I guess. And then you just chow down on a bunch of pipes. Yum, 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 yum. It's not strange. You're strange. Find the things I'm looking for. The one problem I have with this mod, I'm like, where is everything? I will never learn it. What does that produce? It's... Wow, it really produces a lot. Need that much water, but I would rather just have another pump, honestly. Probably just easier. Yeah, power looks to be okay for the moment. We should be good now. Yes, there we go. Wasting so much hydrogen, it's terrible. I think I'll live. I think I'll get over the trauma that I'm causing myself. There we go. Okay. That should be a bit better. If that runs more effectively, then we will get more resources, and that's just nice. I think we all appreciate extra resources. Do I care about this these wind turbines anymore? They generate a third of my power. Although not really by design. I mean, if we had more stone, then I suppose we could do something with that. But okay, here's a new plan. Anything comes that way, we're not going to turn into resources. We're just going to turn into stone for the moment, just because we need stone for just various things. It's hardly the most effective idea, but it'll do the job. Found the end of the map. I haven't found the end of the map yet. I'm doing that on Saturdays. I was getting dispirited just walking and then achieving almost nothing and then realizing it was going to be another 38 days of that. So we're doing it once a week. This is a different guy. This is SeiferKatt. SeiferKatt. It's just his name. Don't judge SeiferKatt. You kind of judge SeiferKatt. How you doing, Mojo? Get a little bit of a shout out there. Because you're a cool dude. Being desynced. Alright then. You've been desyncing about that? Headachy? Oh, sorry to hear that. Okay, so that's allowing us more production. So if we go into slag production, you can see, I mean, look at that. Huge percentages increases. We started at 0, now look at us. We're at like 71 per minute. So what do we want to do next? We've got power. More power would be good. I think doubling the power production would be nice. How about those? We probably need more algae farms for that to properly work. Well, more algae farms is not hurting anyone. Rephrase that, it's not hurting me. More iron is definitely required for the for what we're doing. I mean, really, the answer to our problems is just build more stuff. More electrolyzers, more power. I mean, sure, why not? It's always gonna be the answer, isn't it? Oh, oops. I forgot to have a plan for that. Can we have a box? Box requires 8 plates. We don't have 8 plates. Now we do. Let's put it on the box for now. Worry about that later. Alright, so as stated, the problem that we have, oh actually how are we doing with, we can probably double this and still be okay. It's a bold claim I've just made there. Do we dare double? The answer is yeah, man, we totally do. We just need a lot more iron. Okay. Let's stop iron production, sorry, science production just for a little bit. As much as I love science, I think I would be happier just having like 6 more electrolyzers. And in the process, let's just tidy this up a bit. I'm not really loving how it is at the moment. And possibly some more power poles. Okay. We get some wood blocks. Not really. Actually, we can totally get some wood blocks. There we go. Oh, it takes wood bricks to actually make the power poles. Oh. Ew. That's not as great as I thought it would be. Okay, so now that we've got a little bit more space to do this, I would like to probably just tidy this up for a little bit. So, okay. I don't really like how messy that is. I know I don't really care about tidiness, but can we just try and get some tidiness in my life? Once? Power is running out. Yes, I was worried that that was coming. With power shortages leading to power shortages. Yes, okay. Wouldn't be Seablock without power shortages. Anyway, my plan was to build more electrolyzers. That plan seems more flawed than ever before. I think my plan should be to build more algae farms, honestly. Really get this power situation in a better place. So we've got 5. One of these, wait, will take how many? 1.2. Per minute, it needs 150. That's making 100, right? It needs 150 per minute, and it's making 112. So basically 4 of these feeds 1 of these. And then these... Okay, well, we need more of them. That's what we're saying. And for that, we also might need some more landfill. Yes, this is reminding me a lot of Seablock now. I mean, it's reminding me of Seablock because it is Seablock, but still. Concept has not changed. That power is a massive problem at the start. It's alright. Iron plates. We don't have a lot of the way of the iron plates, but that's okay. As long as we're using the wind turbines, it shouldn't run out of power completely. Okay, no, this is good. This is, I mean, it's not great, but maybe if we can get... I don't like this new rate calculator. How do I bring back the old rate calculator? The new rate calculator is scary. I've updated it and I regret everything. This is why you should never upgrade things. That's why I still run Windows ME. I don't. But if I could... I probably still wouldn't. Then again, you know, you never know with me. Maybe I would. Are there mod settings you can change? I mean, there's speed up settings. Those always exist. People do like those speed up settings a lot. I'm not a fan. People do use them. But not really. New mod, who dis? Hey Zoe, how you doing? Hi. This still SeiferKatt. This still SeiferKatt. That's not changing. Oh, you mean for the rate calculator? Oh, valid question. Rate calculator, be like it used to be. Not really. I think so. No, it doesn't look like it. We're just gonna have to live with it. That's alright. I'll get used to it. I'm only not liking it because I'm not used to it. Once I get used to it, I won't even notice a problem. It was worth a try, and it was a good suggestion. Thank you. We are really not producing enough landfill. Anyway, welcome to Seablock, the start of Seablock. This is why some people say, like, the best way to start Seablock is you make your landfill and then you just go AFK for 5 hours. I disagree with that logic, but I mean, I can't necessarily completely disagree with it right now because I'm really feeling that pain. What I am going to do, though, is just chuck down wind turbines wherever I can find some space. I've done this trick before. This is an annoying trick. You got wind turbines, you got a little bit of space, chuck it down. Best way to play the game is to not play the game. Yeah, it's a lot like nuclear war. I mean, I kind of wish I hadn't built this now. I'll be honest with you. But the problem is, yeah, the steam engines are just not quite building enough power. Like the wind turbine concept? Yeah. Fortunately, it's more of an act of desperation than usefulness. So we'll just chuck some stuff in there to try and just get some more landfill for the moment. We will be getting more landfill very soon when we get the washing plants. Because we'll start getting mud, and mud's pretty good. We'll have to figure out what to do with saline water, though. What do you do with saline water? That could be an interesting problem. Turn to brown algae. Ah, the least useful of the algaes. You can do a lot of farming stuff with it. Okay, so that could be useful. Turn it to salt. Yeah, I feel like saline water might be our first thing that we just have to start storing infinite amounts of. Just fine if that's where we go to. I really wanted charcoal to be here, not wood bricks. Because the wood bricks don't burn as well. And I want things that burn well. Like buildings. And people. Okay, so we're going to just keep building out this way just to try and build a little bit more of these. Another algae farm would probably really help us out. I'll rephrase that, another algae farm would massively help us out. We just need to get more, well, more of everything, really. So, each slag creates 2 stone. So 5 slag is required for 1 sand. Okay. Not quite as much as I would wish to have, but at this point in my factory, I'll take what I can get. Drop that off because I don't really need that at all. Iron is the thing is delaying everything, but that's okay too. I mean, here's the thought. What are we doing with the other side of this? We're doing nothing with it. This uses what, 150 per minute? I mean, that's nothing. That's probably the plan, honestly. We move this up slightly. And then for the next one, we put it over here and then drag them around and flip them over. That's going to be a better idea going forwards. There should be enough for one more. That's enough for one more. Fantastic. Now the brown algae is still doing brown algae things. There's not much I can do about that. We will need the brown algae later. Just don't need it right now. The good news is power does appear to have caught up with itself. That's exciting news. If we can get a few more steam engines going, and then we can start putting the landfill out to that side. Expanding out the power to be double the size it is currently. I mean, you don't go wrong with that logic. Is this what I found to the east? No. This is a different mod. We're doing Journey to the East on Saturdays because my brain was leaking. And I'm happy. I do still want to do it. I just don't want to do it constantly because it's oh, you can just feel the pain. It's just so difficult to just keep that momentum going. And so, because I didn't want to keep that momentum going, we're doing something else. That doesn't help keep the momentum going. I've just realized saying that out loud, but you know what? Yeah, affecting mental health is probably like really overstating it. It's not like I am actually depressed or anything like that from it. Like, I'm still playing a game that I love. I'm still having fun. I just don't want to do it every day when my gaming time is limited. Because, you know, being a new father, my gaming time has gone down a bit. I need sleep more than I used to because I don't sleep as much. And I mean, me bitching about it is kind of stupid anyway. Like, because let's be honest, Panda is doing a lot more of the work than I am. But it's still something that I need to be conscious of, that my sleep is not quite as good as it used to be. I just got to be a little bit more conscious about that. I'm not really bitching about it. I just want to put that out there as well. I'm just sort of more noting the fact. Sounds like bitching to me. Fair enough. What's asleep? Sheep. I understand sheep sleep. Oh wait, no, sheep help people sleep. And I'm not sure. Classic New Zealander, right? First thing he brings up is sheep. Classic New Zealander. Spaghetti orgy. Those early quotes. The way of writing them it wasn't quite clear. That's alright. We got there. The early quotes are kind of lovely in their antiquities. That one's an easy one though. I'm very clear. It's very clear I know what I'm playing on that one. Like no one's going to be like, oh, what's Seif playing on to say that? Clearly Factorio. Are there quotes that are not my saying? Technically there is 3 of them. There's 3 of them were said by my wife when she was on the stream. Quaint and innocent indeed. Much like we all were back in 2022. All the quotes are something I've said aside from the 3 that are from my wife. And she was on stream when she said them, so they kind of counted. And I think they're attributed to her in some way or another. Like when you were a young lass, your whole life ahead of you, no troubles, only opportunities, like that far off land of 2022. Zoe, I'm sure life hasn't changed that much. And you know, actually, now that I think of it, you know what? Some quotes I go back on and go, that was harsh. That one's still true. Stewart Island isn't worth thinking about. I really haven't given myself a lot of room to maneuver this stuff. That's okay. Pull it all down we need to. This factory is a lot like pants. You can pull it down anytime, but you do need to give some people some warning. And if you do it too much, people are going to start wondering about you. Oh, Grey just ain't what you used to be. Alright, so the next thing I would like to do is probably build some more electrolyzers. Now, the good news is we started expanding this out before. So what we can probably compress that in by 1. So let's sort of plan this out here. Hey, Maholican party! Welcome everyone! I'm SeiferKatt. What's Maholic been up to? Someone tell me, did Maholic die repeatedly? I'm kidding, Maholic. I mean, I'm kidding, but also, I've seen your stream. Howdy, sand creature. I'm a sand creature? Hey. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Welcome. For those who do not know me, I am SeiferKatt. I am currently playing Seablock with the goal of wasting as few resources as possible. How do I know he died lots? I just got a feeling that, like, Maholic's just really a fan of that horn. Every time I watch him, he just keeps playing it. I'm like, damn, that's a man who loves his horn, if you know what I mean. He's not died at all. Any death from the parallel universe? Fair enough. You know what? That's absolutely fair. Let's build some basic circuits. Why not? So if we sort of start pulling this up now, one side is of course oxygen. That's oxygen, yes. And that means this side is also oxygen, yes. Probably more nukes on your face. I mean, that happens. Happens to the best of us. Okay, we are now in a situation where we've run out of, well, we've run out of stone bricks. But at the same time, I think we start using copper now. I don't want to use iron. Iron is too rare, too delicious. Oh, it's still making all my things. Okay. So Kejisa, if you want to see all the quotes, they are all available on my Discord, which you can go to. Yeah. Or if you're just enjoying just like picking random numbers, you're absolutely welcome to do that. I am not judging. I also like to do that sometimes. But if you just want random numbers, just go quote. Just quote no numbers and you'll find something hilarious that way. Dave is right. Why does everyone go to quote 69? Okay, so my hope is that we're going to tidy this all up and just really get it so that it works just a bit better. Okay. Is it worth giving it a go now? Not yet. Let's at least have a couple of things ready to go. You're just looking at snapshots of my journey? Absolutely fine. As I said, you are absolutely welcome to do that. I am not stopping you. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. There's some quotes that I fully regret. And you'll know where they are because when one of those pops up, I immediately have to defend myself. Especially Classic 50. I was talking about dragons. 50 will always be a classic. That's a classic favorite of yours, Dave. Alright, I see we've got to look at a cat from the calendar. So far be it for me to not give the people what they want or what they need. So, what's this cat? We are... Hang on. That can't be right. The last cat was 29th of June. How was this 3rd of July? Are we missing cats? Ah, some cats are around the wrong order. Okay, that does make sense. 30th... The hell? That's 29th, 30th. Oh, and June only has 30 months. Oh, guys, this is the last cat of June. This is the last June cat. You all know what that means. And if you don't know what that means, then boy howdy, are we in for a good time soon. Because that means cat of the month is coming up. How about we do cat of the month on Saturday? I think we should do cat of the month on Saturday. I think that sounds like a fun idea. I'll go walking for a couple of hours with my spider and then we'll do cat of the month. The best thing is, Dave, you ended up actually getting people to ask about, quote, 207. Because after you say 108, everyone goes, what is 207? Cat from June 31st will feel excluded. There's no 31st of June, so it doesn't exist. It's a ghost cat, but not like the sense that the cat's dead. It's just a ghost cat. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Fear not the ghost cat, or the ghost cat will fear you. So we can catch up. Yeah, we are so far behind the secret level cat. Is that the secret level cat where you accidentally play the first level of Wolfenstein 3D? Anyway, that's deemed a great cat. Okay, so now we've got a bunch of cats. And, holes aren't showing up, and you can't see the redeems. Oh no. Ah! No, you're looking at me! Go away, me! Okay, we're good. Whew. That was terrifying. No one needed to see that. Okay. Okay, we'll continue pulling these apart. Just for the moment. We'll put it all up in a moment. Bring it on back to you. Stream of do 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 do. Okay. That was our S Club 7 break. We do not get another one of those this stream. Remember the rules. Only one S Club 7 break per stream. I don't make the rules. These are just the rules. How's Seablock treating me so far? Man, I am not regretting picking up some Seablock. I love Seablock. You know I do. And then we connect that into there for now. Just for now. I think I do make the rules. I'm not allowed to make the rules. Last time I made the rules, it ended in bad times for everyone involved. Are we really planning on mixing pipe metal types? Look, if you can find like a good 400 stone that we don't need, then absolutely we can stop that. Right now we don't have the stone, okay? I'm not happy about it, Zoe. I want you to know that. I'm not happy about it, but it's just where we're at. That's the real challenge. Yeah. We will fix all of this later. But right now, copper piping. Copper piping is going to be the future. This is temporary. Exactly. It's temporary. Like insanity. Temporary insanity. Okay, we should have some iron ready to go. We do. That iron is mine. Not mined, because no mining in this one. Oh, wait, hang on. Good that those are connected. What's the next plan for connection of things? No, we're not going to worry about that just yet. Is there room for one more? Not really. Okay. So then we're going to pull these up. Just the enthusiasm of like doing construction, deconstruction planning when you have no bots. It's kind of adorable. Did I just call myself adorable? Yes, I suppose I did. I can't help it. I'm just too adorable. I don't want to build more flare stacks. That encourages me to use them. And flare stacks are not our friends. Let us never forget that. That's the wrong place. Better. Nothing more temporary than nothing more permanent than a temporary solution. I say that around the right way. Nothing more permanent than a temporary solution. What I meant to say. I don't know if that's what I actually said. Oh. We may have a problem. We may have a problem. Ah, that one's needed because that actually connects everything to everything else. Makes sense. And then we have to figure out how to get all of this junk out of here. Yeah, I saw that. That does look very suspicious, doesn't it? I mean, hey, look, planes crash all the time, right? Right? I don't think anyone thinks that was like a legitimate thing. That's like, wow, what are the chances? Putin's greatest rival dies in a plane crash? I mean, wow. Really? Not greatest rival, but I mean, there was a problem there for a moment. Is it not just assumed it was assassination? I mean, I'm assuming it was. I mean, I'm not exactly a big player in the, you know, world stage, but I'm assuming it was. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't think I am. Okay. We do need to deal with all this oxygen and hydrogen that's just here. No, I don't think there is. Some people are also saying that he's not actually dead. He's just going to show up at some point. Thank you. The valid point. Thank you for the political adjacency alarm. I love that alarm. That alarm is so helpful. Okay. You're a big fan of the alarm. Me too. Uh, yeah, that connects this part. Okay, so that connects the hydrogen and the oxygen together. Now we need a way of getting the hydrogen and oxygen out of here. I think it's time to move these again. Move these a lot. But let's be honest, clearly there was something wrong when that was the build that I chose. Um, hmm. Could just build another flare stack. That just seems like I'm just asking for trouble at that point. Am I making dihydrogen monoxide? I'm not making dihydrogen monoxide. I'm not crazy. Goodness gracious. Accusing a man of making dihydrogen monoxide. Zoe, come on now. You should know me better than that. I'm strange, but I'm not damn right crazy. I'm not making dihydrogen monoxide. Yet. I might make some later. Might. Haven't decided. I really don't know what I'm doing with this oxygen, though. I mean, rather, I don't know how I'm going to connect it. Maybe the better idea would be to go, like, down a bit further? We can. Okay, maybe that's the strat, then. Right, and now there's a room to get the stuff out. Yes. There we go. This is working a bit better now. Gonna have to test what ChatGPT thinks about dihydrogen monoxide. It's gonna know. I swear it's gonna know. I trust ChatGPT is not stupid. Big words there from SeiferKatt. Dihydrogen monoxide is the chemical name for water. However, there's been a long-standing internet hoax that presents dihydrogen monoxide as a dangerous and toxic substance, and confusion, misinformation. In reality, water is not dangerous when used appropriately. I love that it's like, in reality, water is not dangerous. Oh, thank you. I thought, geez, if it didn't tell me that, I would have thought it was. Hey, Fraser, how you doing? I just love it being like, in reality, water is not dangerous. Really? You don't say. I'm so glad you told me that, ChatGPT, because I was thinking water was dangerous. Okay, then Ghost in Bot's here. Okay. Forgot about Ghost in Bot telling me water is dangerous all the time. That's on me. Oh yeah, it does. I remember hearing the hoax like when I was in high school. I mean, the high school we did have the internet, but I remember hearing the hoax, and I remember people falling for it. Reality is just a concept. Hi, strange guy that likes pain. Hello. Why is this my personality now? All right, so we have yeah, this is looking a bit nicer. What isn't that dangerous is the sharks and crocs that get you. I've never been gotten by a croc, thank you very much. It's been traced as someone 1960s. Damn. That's an old joke. That's like prehistoric at this point. No, I believe you. It seems like something the 1960s people would have done. Is this Angel plus Bob? This is Seablock, so yes, Angels and Bobs is involved in Seablock. Okay, so we've got 8 electrolyzers going now. That's pretty good. The flare stacks are not having to go a lot. I'm going to suffer. This is the 3rd time I've done Seablock, by the way, so probably not. This is the 3rd time I've done Seablock. I finished it twice before. I just really like Seablock. Okay, you know what? Before someone starts saying Aziz light, let's start putting some lights up. Waterbending is a waterboarding is a form of torture. I read that in the best possible way. Waterbending is a form of torture, and it's like, yeah, I know, Tai Chi, right? Why did I put myself in this situation more than one time? Because I really like Seablock. Seablock is really fun to me. Why is... Oh, I see. Yeah, I really like Seablock, so I play it a lot. You see, I hate my own body. That's just because the burgers I eat. That's unrelated. All right. Yeah, we need more iron. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I don't think I want to be waterboarded. I mean, I know that's the biggest call I've said all day, but I think it's still true. I don't think I want to be waterboarded. We have a season of SeiferBlock. This is, well, some people like to call it Seablock instead of Seablock. I don't know why, but it's just a thing that people like to say. Do we want to turn back on metal? Iron? Science, rather? We can stretch! Absolutely, we can stretch! Gah! Alright, I was thinking of something before I stretched, and now it's just completely gone out of my head. Use points to protect my body. Thank you so much. That's really appreciated. Really appreciate your concern. Okay, so power is looking pretty good. I feel like I used to know someone who used to talk like that, and I don't know who it was. That bothers me. Being waterboarded? I thought I turned Seep effects off. I really did. I can't really do it. I don't know what being waterboarded sounds like. So, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Frazier. I can't. I don't want to be waterboarded. Thank you very much. I didn't, and I don't. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to bring that horror into my life. What's going on here? What's going on here is that we're just not gripping things fast enough. Could we grip things faster? I think we could. What if we shuffled this over one? Yeah, just stop that for a second. Thank you. Do that, and then grab it that way. Sounds like a constipated man in a Halloween mask. Good, close enough. I mean, if you're looking for a constipated man in a Halloween mask, wait a couple of months and then we can get that done. I like this rock. Good rock. Okay, yeah, I think we do turn on science again. I think we've already done it, haven't we? Yeah, science is back on. That's good stuff. Okay, I would like to get the power just one more notch up, and then we can expand on the electrolyzers, maybe another level of that. Actually, look at that boulder. That's a nice boulder. Nice boulder. Some people have described me as a nice boulder. No one's actually described me as a nice boulder before, but perhaps they should. The nicest boulder in all of streaming. That's the SeiferKatt experience right there. Am I a city in Colorado? No. But I have a cool gate. Hopefully that helps. Okay, quick question for people who've played Baldur's Gate 3. Is the city of Baldur's Gate in it? I know that's a stupid sounding question, but if you've played Baldur's Gate 2, you'll recognize why that's a reasonable question. So, legit question: is the town of or city of Baldur's Gate in Baldur's Gate 3? I don't know. I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3 yet. Maybe one day. Certainly not yet. Okay, so we've got lots of desert gardens. Kind of useful for later. Possibly. You haven't played Baldur's Gate 2, and you haven't encountered that city into Baldur's Gate 3. But you're not that far into it. Okay. Well, see, the point that I'm making is the city of Baldur's Gate is not in Baldur's Gate 2. In Baldur's Gate 1 it was. It'd be like playing Neverwinter Nights and Neverwinter not being there. Which, actually, now that I think about Neverwinter Nights expansions, you don't go to Neverwinter. Oh, actually... No, I don't think you do. Or Icewind Dale 2 not being an Icewind. Icewind Dale? I don't know. I don't know. I think Icewind Dale is set in Icewind Dale. But really, the Baldur's Gate 2, they were continuing the story, and they didn't want to give it a new name, so they just called it Baldur's Gate 2, because it was a sequel to Baldur's Gate, but it's like, but you don't go to Baldur's Gate, so why would you call it that? And again, the answer is brand recognition. Not really that complicated understanding. Okay, so my next trick... Every now and then when I think of saying the phrase, for my next trick, I just think of the movie Rocket Man. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I'm not, of course. I'm actually... Oh, I wish. I'm not allowed to since the incident. No rabbits out of my hat. Simply not allowed anymore. Okay, and we're going to put this over here, and we're going to just build up a reserve of charcoal. Let's be honest, I'll need it at some point. I think some NPCs do mention about going to Baldur's Gate. Pull the rest of my hair out of the hat. Nah, that went on a floor, man. That went on some guy's floor. Baldur's Gate is in Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that information. Dave, sleep well. Or else. Okay, we've got washing plants now. Now they can be good, aside from the fact I don't know what I'm going to do with all the saline water for the moment. I would need to tank it. And can I even build tanks? If Baldur's Gate was not in it, would it just be 3? No, because it was Baldur's Gate wasn't in Baldur's Gate 2, so therefore it's fine. So long as they continue the story. But I don't know how they would. Baldur's Gate 2 expansion tidied up the story pretty nicely. So, I don't know. Is it Baldur's Gate adjacent? That's valid. Is it fine though? Not really, actually. It's a valid point, Zoe. It's not fine. I'm straight up not okay with this. You gotta keep... Someone asks you if it's fine, you have to say okay, even though if it's fine, even if it isn't. Maybe I should play it and find out. Maybe. You are probably right, Fraser. Oh, phrase. Okay. So now we've got that going. Now we just need to build a couple more electrolyzers. And then we'll have more resources. Yeah, when people ask you if you're fine, you say you're fine even though you aren't. That's kind of what I was trying to do. Instead, I just did that and also that kid going, have you ever wanted to, and you could, and if you could, and then you are, and when what you could, and you could do anything? You gotta always do the satisfied smile. If you haven't done the satisfied smile, you haven't done that quote justice. Smile is the most important part of that quote. Because he's so happy with himself. He's absolutely nailed it. I like turtles. That's a good one too. I came across Cop Slide the other day and I was very happy about Cop Slide. Cop Slide is wonderful. Baldur's Gate adjacent would be Ithengard. Well, that or just Sword Coast. I don't really know Ithengard. I don't know what that is. I just kind of have to agree with you on that one. Cop Slide is so funny. We can't really do the washing plant thing until we have tanks. When do we get tanks? Small inline tanks is not going to cut it. I need these tanks. Oh god, no, what? I don't get those tanks until green science? Okay. Wait, when do we get the really big tanks? Don't we get that also green science? Yeah, we do. Okay, is there anything I absolutely needed for... Oh gosh. I mean, I guess washing plants, maybe? Okay. We don't really want to start doing water if we can get away with it right now. Okay, but once we get a way to... Once we get a way to deal with saline water in some way, shape, or form... What's chlorine used for? Oh yeah, there's a bunch of things chlorine's used for. Okay. Oh, some of these things... Actually, hang on. You don't ever use it for that. There's no way you do that. Okay. We want to go into ore sorting. How far are we from ore sorting? Slag processing. Okay, so we're doing the wrong thing towards that. Okay. We need to get to slag processing so that way we can start actually processing our slags. Did you tell me what? I don't know. This spoon is too big. You had not mentioned that, no. Thank you for informing me about the bigness of your spoon. I do appreciate that highly. I thought you were going to tell me something serious. By the way, Fraser, didn't I run into you in a weird place on Twitch? I don't know. I don't remember. Was it you? I feel like I ran into you in a weird place. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't you. I don't want to call you out in case I'm wrong. Big spoons are the worst. I've already carved that big spoon out of a smaller spoon. Did. Have you played that game, by the way? Pretty good. I like it. Weeb game. Yeah. Holocure. I like Holocure. Fun game. Push-up counter. Yeah, we're not doing a push-up counter. I see a cat from the calendar? Okay. We're just being better than that. Okay. Is he ripped yet? Yeah, nah. The answer is you just don't do it. Let's see June 31st. Alright. June 31st, cat. The game looked fun. It is fun. I think even if you don't know HoloLive, I think it's still HoloCure is a fun game. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed your cat, Veldak. You know what? We'll give you a free cat as well. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this cat. Look at this absolute chunker of a boy. I mean, it's a free game, Fraser. So, I mean, if you wanted to play it, it's free. And it's not like you need to know the characters to enjoy it. I mean, I know most of them. I don't really know the Japanese characters as well. I know the English and Indonesian ones pretty well, but not all of them. Some of them. This one steals 2 days. Absolutely. Actually, let's move up a little bit so you can see his little paws. His little paws. Khajiit has wares if you have coin. Free is still too much effort? Fair enough. I mean, it's on Steam. It's not like you even have to go looking for it. You just type in Holo and there it is. Then you've got HoloCure, which is a fine game if you want to waste time. I mean, it's just Vampire Survivors, except with a weeb skin, let's be honest. And if you don't really care about the weeb skin, this does less enthusiasm, I suppose. But, you know. That is deemed a Thai cat. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll put the Thai cat over here. Yeah, the Anti-Fluff Alliance was enforced there. I know the Anti-Fluff Alliance. Steam is not iOS, and a laptop is a work laptop. Well, see, that's your fault for having iOS. Just victim blaming here. And that's what I like to do over here. Here at SeiferKatt's channel, we like to victim blame. Ooh. Ooh. Look, Veldak, that's not what it's about. I can't tell you how to vote. But if I could, I tell you that's not what it's about. You have Brotato on Switch. I mean, there's a lot of games like that these days, isn't there? What does basic chemistry give us? Chemical plants, purified water, electrolysis, purified water. Oh, way to turn purified water into gas and gas into purified water. Fine, I guess. Okay, well, look, if we turn the gases into purified water and then we get rid of that, does that mean we've then got one extra venter we can use and then use the clarifier for the mud water, the saline water? That makes logical sense to me. Or is it just I'm not allowed to craft anymore? I mean, I make the rules, so I mean, I can do whatever the hell I want. No, I don't need it. Just because I want it doesn't mean I need it. Wanting something and needing something is not the same thing. Okay, power is a problem. Oh, power is a problem. How'd power become a problem all of a sudden? I need to adjust some things around here. Because while I like what I'm seeing here, I feel like it's not optimal. Let's see what we can do to make it a little bit more optimal, shall we? If you like something, you need it. That's valid. A valid point. Can't really argue with that one. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to, because you're correct. Okay, so we're going to take down some of this. Because I think we can do better than what we've got at the moment. I don't really like just the weird way of doing things we've got at the moment. Okay. In fact, we're going to need a little bit more sand. Thankfully, we've got a little bit more sand. Okay. This is going to completely kill my power for a moment, but that's okay. Can you tell your opinion about my factory? Absolutely, please. Feel free. If you're going to say it's unoptimized, that's fine. I don't care. But if you got anything positive to say about it, I mean, you're more than welcome to. Anything negative to say about it, I actually don't care. I'm pretty chill about these things. I know my factory creations are kind of rubbish, but I'm happy. My factory seems like shit. Yeah, well, it is. What's your point? Yeah, told you. This is a bit of shit, but I'm having fun. Ah, don't worry about it. Because I build factories about reality, like me and my grandmother drinking cups of tea. Yeah, it was an opinion. That's alright. You have no clear order and you're sure my ratios are bad. They absolutely are. And if you got another point to make, I mean, feel free, but yes. Are you going to next point at water and call it wet? Oh, careful, that mud is muddy. I mean, do you just want me to make a bot that does that for you to save you time? Because let's be honest, that's never changing. It has never been... My ratios have never been good. My factories have never been good. And I'm not about to start now. So, perfectly honest, you got your choice. You can either enjoy or just deal with it. Because I'm not fixing it. Not who I am. What, you think chat hasn't for the last 2 years told me that my factories aren't the best things? I don't think anyone comes here to see excellent factory design. They come here because of my stunning personality. Yes, could have made that less weird. My factories are the best things? Go soon. Look, I'm just gonna say this right now. If you're joking, now is the time to come clean on this. Because I don't mind if you're joking, I'm absolutely fine with it. But if you're joking, now is the best time to say it. Just a heads up. I mean, if you're joking around, I'm totally cool with that. I just need a heads up on that right now. You always joke? Okay. That's alright then. That's alright. Just some good-natured ribbon? That's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind some good-natured ribbon. I just wanted to make sure you weren't being mean about it. So I don't mind if people are saying my factory's bad. I know what I'm making. Bad factory over here. But if it starts getting a bit mean, then I'm like, well, you know what? There's a solution to this problem. And I don't want to get the people who are just having fun, and I didn't realize it. It's hard to tell sometimes on the internet. Yeah, pretty much. That was the threat. That was the threat just there. Tone of voice is very hard through text. Exactly. That's why I sort of just go, hey, I just want to make sure we're all joking here. Ah, one day I'd love to play Factorio as Wes just to make the worst factory ever and have him being frustrated by it. He'd be so mad. And I'd regret nothing. I would regret absolutely freaking nothing. Uh... Sorry, I'm still thinking about it. Can you imagine me just being oblivious? What? What's wrong with this? Ah, so good. So good. And I'd be legitimate, like, I don't see what the problem is. And he'd just be like, no, just be better. And I'm like, no, I'm me. Ah, God, in my head it's so beautiful. I mean, I did do the blood belt, of course, and the blood belt hurt a lot of people. Oh, and I'd give it a name that he doesn't agree with. That's another part that you got to do, right? Ah. As I said, I see it in my head, and it's beautiful. Of course, I've got to remember that I do have these inserters that can go double. Like I can do funky stuff with inserters, and I keep forgetting that. Okay, power is coming back online now. I feel like we might not be making enough of these things. That's okay, we can always make more should it be required. Have I drank the water today? I drank some water today when I was feeling a little bit spicy, a little bit, you know, a little bit in the air, you know. Oh, I'll do it again, eh? Little do you know, I've replaced my water with some dihydrogen monoxide. Ooh. And now it shall destroy me. Important thing about this water bottle, because me and Panda both bought the same water bottle and it was the same color, so we need to differentiate with them. So I put cats on mine. It's the two cats. And Panda put like all these like coffee and I love reading and a little panda on it. She would put a lot of stuff on it, but I just put a couple of cats on mine. I was pretty happy with that. Hey, they don't call me SeiferKatt for nothing. They call me SeiferKatt because that's what I call myself, and that's kind of how the internet works. It's really not a mystery on that one. Okay, so when we get sulfur processing, then we get into slag processing, and then we can make tin, copper, lead, and some other material that I particularly don't care about. Nickel? I think it's nickel. Silicon, yeah. So we're really just going to make a lot of resources that I don't particularly want. But hey, that's life, I suppose. Life is always about resources you don't particularly want. Wow, I'm actually out of things to hold. Bad. I feel like you couldn't used to burn wood bricks. I feel like that's new. I'm not complaining about it. I don't mind making wood brick, being able to burn. Oof, that sentence was hard. I feel like I don't mind being able to burn wood bricks, but I feel like it's new. That's my only point. Oh, okay. Slag processing is a very good thing to get into. As I said, you always want to process your slags. I feel like because power was a little bit underrepresented, you don't have the board game redeem no more. I turned it off because no one was really using it. I mean, I'm more than happy to talk about a board game behind me if people really want me to, but I turned it off. But you know what? I want to try something. I want to turn on something. Okay? I found something and I was like, huh. Let's see if this works. I've turned on a new thing. It's an expensive one, but maybe someone would like to use it. I'm sure I'm going to regret this. Maybe you won't. Maybe no one wants it. That's fine. It's not going to stay on forever. It's just going to stay on when I feel like it. Deconstruction planer. Maybe we just leave it on. Eventually someone will want it.
What is that purple board game on the top?
Purple board game on the top. Which purple board game at the top? Like, I don't really see a purple board game. Unless you're talking about the one that the tiger is on top of, like, the one that is just there? Is that the one? Why am I mixing copper pipes with iron ones? I'm not. I'm mixing copper plates with stone pipes. That's the one you're talking about. Under the Tiger, yes. That is a game called Sidereal Confluence. It is a wonderful game that I do not get a chance to play often enough. So the basic idea is you're all playing alien races with all different powers, and you are trading. There is no warfare in it. It is all trade. And so you're just making deals with the other players, and that's the game. And it is so wonderful. Because everyone's got different trades, and like whenever a new technology is invented, you get it for one turn, and then everyone else gets the technology, but everyone uses it differently. And so you're like, I really want green cubes, and then everyone knows you want green cubes, so then you have to sort of try and finagle a deal and maybe go, hey, can you trade green cubes with them because they're not trading with me, and then I'll trade you. And so you can start trying to do that, and that's the game, and it is a wonderful little game. The only problem, it plays like what, 6 or 7 players, maybe more. It plays a lot of players, and the problem is it's just an unwieldy game to get to the table. I once lost a game, and the person I was trading with most won it because I didn't realize how uneven the trade deals were. So at the start of every trade round, he'd come to me immediately and be like, hey, see if you want to trade. I'm like, yeah, you give me the best trade deals. And I was unaware that I was just trading really badly consistently. And so at the end of the game, he's like, look at all the points I have. And I'm like, what? How'd you get those points? And he's like, yeah, you kept trading me. I'm like, oh, I gave you those points. Yeah, it's a fun game. Anyway, we've got a text-to-speech now. It costs 1,000 points. I don't know if I'll keep it on all the time, but hey, it's there. I'm sure someone will abuse it at some point, and then I'll turn it off because I don't like it anymore. But for now, let's leave it on. Really optimistic on that one, aren't I? Yeah, someone will abuse it at some point, but for now, you'll use it. What we could do? We're just really just wasting a bunch of space. What if we did this? What if we wasted less space? Just a theory. A game theory. Anyway.
I like to think of this as a less efficient. Hydrate, redeem.
Yeah, right. I'll do that for you. I'll accept that one. It is a less efficient one, but it is way funnier. Thank you, Gerson. Good shit. Okay, see, now we're using the land a little bit better. Everyone's got to love that. It's almost like efficiency is happening before your very eyes. Almost. Arguably. You can't take more pain. Alright, take care. I seem at least a good person. You know, I'll take that. I don't start a factory in real life, but that's my real job. I start factories. I'm a factory man. Don't mind me, I'm just going to the old factory design lab where I design factories for a living. Go for. Very childish idea of how, like, you know, the children don't really understand what a job is, and they're just like, oh, you know, it's like there's a Rugrats joke where it's like the kid says his father's a paper pusher, and obviously the only thing they can imagine is their job is literally pushing papers. I'm sure my son will have a similar idea with me one day. I hope so. It's funny. I mean, it's starter base. I don't think you can really play the start of Seablock in a very efficient way while you just try and just get things together. In fact, we actually got some efficiencies already, like some design is coming up together. So I don't really know what the deal is there, but whatever. I'm not taking it to heart. I actually don't give that much of a shit. Or at all, in fact. Anyway, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep. Oh, crud. I need another one of those things. Well, at least iron appears to be a little bit more consistent. Like, if you look at iron, right? Iron is the big thing. Iron... So you can see iron production is increasing, and that's wonderful. You've seen the screenshot, some people's starter base always looks like they need to win a design award. Oh, what do you mean? Like, they start the game off and they're like already trying to just make it look pretty? At some point I'm probably going to bust all this down once I get, like, the technology and the landfill, and I'm going to... Probably what will happen is I'm going to bust it down too early, and then I'm just going to regret it. But that's okay. Like, this stuff will all be rebuilt soon enough. point is, it's making the things. And some parts of it probably won't be busted down. Like, the electrolyzers might be good. Oh, no, they'd have to go down anyway, because we're going to have to get the electrolysis, aren't we? The electrolysis is going to be very important because it makes mineralized water. And that's just free resources. Like, the electrolysis is so important. When is that coming, by the way? Basic chemistry 2. Basically, immediately after finishing green science, we speed up into electrolysis, which is going to be really good.
I launched a cat into space. Apparently, it's illegal, so I was fine. It was cat astrophy.
Cat astrophy, god damn it. If I see a text-to-speech, I'm gonna try and look away and not read it. I'm just gonna be like, alright, I'm just gonna see where we're going with this. Cat astrophy, nice. Nice. Happy with that one, thank you. Ah. Darn it. That was stupid. You know how stupid that was. You do. I know you do. Is it illegal to launch a cat into space? I know it was a joke, but it's also now a valid question. Is it illegal to launch a cat into space? I mean, unethical, probably, but illegal? I don't know. You know, I said I'd regret turning on the text-to-speech thing. Eh, try. I'm not sure it's a bad idea. I think it's funny. Depends who's got it. In the wrong hands, it's going to be annoying. In the wrong hands, everything is annoying, right? Let's make some more. Cool. We are still massively short on fuel. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I know. I noticed that, Zoe. I wasn't a particularly big fan. That's alright. We have worse people come through here occasionally. I mean, he wasn't the worst person that's come through here. He didn't demand he didn't do the classic, I demand you give me this video game or you're racist move. That's still my favorite. I don't care what anyone says. That's still my favorite, like, what? Move I've ever seen in my life. Give me free video game or you are racist. I regret to inform everyone with those two possibilities. I am racist. And I hope one day to be able to earn back your trust. Racist gaming noises. Worst part is in my head, I know what that sounds like. And I'm not going to fall for that trick, because I do fall for that trick sometimes. I shouldn't. Gotta stop. Gotta stop myself. But yes, thank you for your concern, Zoe. It is appreciated highly. Oh, why don't we just do this? Go down there. Also, that sort of thing doesn't tend to bother me too much because generally I know you guys are pretty awesome in general. Like, pretty much everyone here is awesome. Like, you guys just make my night. When I stream here, I am just happy because you guys are here just shit talking with me. And, you know, someone being along and being like, you're playing wrong. I can easily laugh it off because I know you guys, a lot of you go, yeah, he's doing this weirdly or that sort of thing. And good-naturedly joking around with me, and I'm fine with that. It's when someone new comes in and I'm not really sure what their angle is, that's when I start to be a little bit like, I don't really know where we're going to go, so I tend to go like more self-deprecating to see where they go with it. Because I've said this before, like someone's like, oh, you're not good at Factorio. I'm like, actually, I am damn good at Factorio. You know, I am. And I know I am, and I've got the self-confidence to deal with that, and you guys help with that. I think if I was a small streamer with like 2 or 3 people ever watching me at tops, I think that would probably be a lot more devastating. I mean, I'm still a small streamer, let's be honest, but is it the right way to play Seablock? I thought no matter what you did, you was doomed to end up the ocean. I fucked up again. To be fair, there was the same thing. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's always, oh shit, I fucked up again. Yes, that's true. That's Seablock. They were not joking. They were hiding behind the joke to cover the fact they were a prick. It's insidious. It is. You know what? That's true. Yeah. It's alright. That's streaming. You put yourself out there and that sort of person comes by every now and then. But yeah, you're absolutely right. No matter what you do, it is doomed to be, oh, you effed up again. That is 100% right. And that's honestly kind of why I love it. There's a right way to F everything up, and there's more wrong ways to do things than right ways to do things. I think we all know that. If you've played a little bit of Seablock, you'll understand what I mean. That's okay. You don't have to apologize for caring. Goodness, I'm not living that world. You absolutely forgot about the big box of algae. I don't know what I'm going to do with that big box of algae. I think when we get to mineralized water, it'll be easier. Because I don't want to like compost it into compost, which is usually the trick. But I don't want to do that this time because it feels dirty. Oh, you know what? It's one off. I've done it the wrong way. Okay. You've done the sushi roundabout trick. If anyone tell me with incompetence that has led to an accidentally disorganized base. Yeah, you know what? I said it's one off, and I knew, Veldak. I knew you were going to post one off. I saw it coming, and I'm just like, I said it. Someone's going to post one off. Oh yeah, like my incompetence is something very differently. It's just incompetence is the wrong word, but my enthusiasm. Do we like enthusiasm? I like enthusiasm more. My enthusiasm leads to very strange bases, and I'm cool with that. But I am damn good at Factorio. Ain't no one gonna convince me otherwise. Am I the most efficient at Factorio? Hell no. But I'm damn good at it. Do I do things that probably irk everyone at some point? Yeah, of course I do. I mean, you're not playing Factorio in general correctly if you don't. I mean, let's be honest. If you ever played Factorio with a friend, tell me there was not a moment where you just looked at your base at something that your friend did and you said, it's not wrong, it'll work, but you're just not happy with it. Because that's just Factorio. And in this case, if I do something very strange, you can't fix it. Like Dave with the old Nullius one-way tracks. He hated it. He hated it so much. And I was never going to change it. No way in hell you'd play this game with anyone else. Way too stressful. That's life. That is life. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so we've got more green algae coming through. once played with a coworker. It was years ago. It was not fun. I once played with some very close friends of mine, and it was fine. I had a good time, but it was really about understanding that they needed to learn the game, and I wasn't going to like tell them what they could or couldn't do. And it's just like, yep, no, that's good. That's real good. And it wasn't perfect, but hey, it did the job, right? And that's what we were after. And he had fun. You know, he's somewhat proud that he finished the game. Created 1,000 sand. Excellent. Go me. Kill character. That's a funny one. He didn't get ratios. I mean, I get ratios. I just ignore them, or at least I try. Like my ratios are actually right for these to these now. Appears to be 4-to-1. The guy just waited around. He would have seen ratios. Would have seen amazing ratios. Yeah. I mean, I'm 2,000 hours in, so you know. I never really think about ratios. I just throw more things into a pile until it works. If that surprises anyone, really? You're surprised? Okay. So we can now make more stuff. When do we need to start worrying about sulfuric acid? Good evening, Technical Hedgehog. Slag slurry. So now. Shoot. So we do need the washing plants. Ah, that's annoying. One time you played with a friend, you were more vertical factories and horizontal buses. He was the opposite, with a fun base. I mean, end of the day, right, what matters? That you're playing with a friend. You know, you're having fun, playing with a friend, and you're just hopefully talking shit and just having a good time, just enjoying each other's company. Because isn't that what video games are? And if it's not what they are, it's what they should be. Okay, power is almost working. I mean, it looks like they're actually filling up. I just don't know how this is going. Okay, actually, I can just... Wait. We are making more fiber than we're using. Okay. And then we're trying to use... We need more wood pellets. I see. I see. We do need more wood pellets. Understand. How do I do that? Okay, you know what? Stopgap measure. This way. It is a plan, and it'll do for now. I have just noticed the time I need to be getting going. This Seif needs his Betty buys. What if we just adjust this ever so slightly? Put it this way. Put a... Compost is one of those things that take a huge number of inorganic organic inputs. Yes, that's how I'm considering it. There's a couple of things that I'm thinking are basically a subtype of flare stack. So composter into compost, that I think is BS, and I don't want to do that because I think that is against the spirit of the rules. The other one is turning oxygen into hydrogen, hydrogen into water, then turning that water into oxygen and hydrogen, because you lose some every time you do that. I think that's also BS and also against the spirit of the rules. But yeah, temporary build, yeah, it's exactly nothing more permanent than a temporary fix. How do you lose some? I don't know. You just put it somewhere and it goes away. I'll show you what I mean. And then I've got to go. I've really got to go. So the hydrogen can turn into 60 oxygen, 90 hydrogen turns to 100 water. And then 100 water turns into 40 oxygen, 60 hydrogen. So you just don't make as much oxygen and hydrogen as you started with. You lose like about half, a third rather. I don't know. I can't explain that. Maybe the pipes aren't very well insulated and they evaporate. Maybe the pipe gets wet a bit. I don't know. Guess which recipe you never use. I mean, I guess it's that. But anyway, my point is, I think that is also going against the spirit of the rules, so I'm not going to be doing that either. Hopefully, power starts coming on a bit better. Right now, we are... You know, I could do. Under the impression that compost was still necessary for some... Oh, compost is absolutely fine to make if you're using it, but composting compost is the thing that is BS. Compost is absolutely fine. I've got nothing against compost. Composting compost is the trick that you shouldn't do. We're so close to acceptable levels of power. I've noticed these no longer, I thought these used to like vary in power, but I guess they're stable now. Alright then, well that's about the time to... Is composting compost the equivalent of Covarex enrichment? So basically the idea is... Hang on, I'll explain this, and then I've really got to stop. The compost, everything can turn to compost. So for instance, 4 algae can turn to 1 compost. What you can also do is turn 5 algae into 1 compost. Wind is only varying nullies. So if, for instance, you really need to get rid of green algae, you put the green algae into compost, and then you put the compost into compost, and then you just link that one to itself, and then eventually it'll just consume itself. And that'd be one way of getting rid of brown algae. And so I've done that before, and it's a good little trick, but I don't think that that is against the spirit of the rules, because you are wasting a resource. Man, that compost's gonna be really enriched. It's not a thing. He's really, really gonna stop. I am really, really gonna stop. Yeah, that was done on purpose. I was paying those inserters vanilla Factorio is so limiting. Yeah, I know, right? The adjustable inserters are so good. Alright, we're stopping. We're stopping. Seablock, save, done. All on it. Okay, Blurp. Thank you, Blurp. What the fuck are you doing here, Blurp? This is not how you work. Welcome to the stream, Blurp. That one doesn't use Blurp. That one uses the other thing. Anyway, thank you everyone very much. I am already 15 minutes late from ending the stream. Anyway, today we're wearing the caterpillar. It's cats versus cats. Cat. There's a cat. There's a cat. There's a cat. There's a cat. Let's cats. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. If you've enjoyed yourselves and you're new here, please do consider following. I'd appreciate it. It's its own independent pot. Yeah, I can't control it anymore. It's lost its mind. Okay, Blurp, you are going to lose all your privileges if you continue this. Blurp is in real danger. Okay, Blurp, you are going to get banned if this continues. This isn't you. It didn't used to do this. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please follow if you are not following already. Otherwise, do what you want. It's actually stop. Yeah, I know. Sometimes you want to be more. Sometimes you're more cat but less cat. Really is part of the fun. Anyway, I will be streaming again on what day is today? It's Thursday today. So I'm going to be streaming on. No, wait, I don't going to be doing spiders on Saturdays. So I'll be doing this again on Saturday, but on Thursday. The next stream will be on Saturday. I will be continuing this. On Monday, I will be streaming my walking to the edge of the world. Yeah, you got social links. They are blurp. You got youtube.com/SeiferKatt. That's where I post VODs, and you got the Discord link as well. So check that out as well. I'm done for the night. Thank you very much for being here. When you leave, can you just give Blip a around the back of the head? I'd appreciate that. And I'll see you all hopefully next time. Take care, everyone.